Hello guys. In this video, we are going to study the foramina, canals and structures passing through them in anterior cranial fossa through our short video. Okay. Let me draw the structure of the skull, that is the cranial fossa. So here, this is the outline of the skull and this is the frontal bone part, and here the parietal and the occipital part. This is the frontal bone of frontal cranial fossa. I'm drawing the border. This is the diploid, and here we have the sphenoid bone, and in sphenoid bone I'm drawing the prechiasmatic fossa, and here sella turcica, and here we have the sphenoid bone. This is the greater wing of sphenoid bone, which we can see in this view. This is the ethmoid bone, and you can see the cribriform plate, and see how beautifully the sphenoid bone is attached to the ethmoid bone, and these are the markings of the veins. And here we have two foramen ovale, and small one foramen spinosa, and one more foramen which we can see in this view is foramen rotundum. You can see the yellowish part. This is showing that the foramen is not directly opening on the inferior side, that is from norma basalis you cannot see this foramen. This foramen opens towards the anterior side, and from anterior view of the sphenoid bone you can see the opening of foramen rotundum, and here we have the temporal bone, and this is inferior, the inner part of the temporal, the spectrus and the squamous part. This is the sigmoid sinus fossa, and yeah. Now we have the occipital bone, foramen magnum, and this is the outline, the transverse sinuses. We have the occipital bone and the parietal bone as well. These are the foramen. Can you see? First one, the red one, the foramen cecum. Then the anterior ethmoidal foramen, posterior ethmoidal foramen. And here we have the optic canal. Make it in this form. We have a vein known as emissary vein, which sometimes which we can see from the foramen cecum. Most of the time it is not patent or it is blind, but sometimes it can be patent and can join the nasal cavity with the superior sagittal sinus. Then here we can see the olfactory nerve, yes, through our cribriform plate. We will discuss about these structures. And then here we can see the arteries. This is on the anterior part, we have the anterior ethmoidal artery, and the posterior ethmoidal foramen, we have posterior ethmoidal artery, and these artery branches from this dotted line which I have drawn is the ophthalmic artery, and this ophthalmic artery you can see originate from the internal carotid artery. So this anterior ethmoidal artery, which originates from the ophthalmic artery courses anteriorly along the medial wall of the orbit. So that is the reason I have made the dotted line. From that ophthalmic artery, these artery, that is anterior ethmoidal artery and posterior ethmoidal artery, originate. Then we have this cavernous sinus, and from this cavernous sinus we can see superior ophthalmic vein. This is the superior ophthalmic vein, and then we can see the ethmoidal vein through the anterior ethmoidal foramen and posterior ethmoidal foramen. And here we have the trigeminal nerve or trigeminal ganglion, and we can see the three parts. Foramen ovale, we can see the mandibular nerve. Foramen rotundum, we can see the maxillary nerve, and here this nasociliary nerve. First, the ophthalmic nerve. Can you see this ophthalmic nerve here? This ophthalmic nerve passes through superior orbital fissure and divides into nasociliary frontal nerve, and nasociliary can be seen in the dotted form because again it is not in the fossa, it is towards the orbit side, and these nasociliary nerve give branches. Can you see both the branches here? Yes, this is anterior ethmoidal nerve and the posterior ethmoidal nerve respectively. Now, let me mark these structures. First is the anterior ethmoidal foramen. An anterior ethmoidal foramen, the structures which is passing through anterior ethmoidal foramen are anterior ethmoidal artery, ethmoidal vein, and anterior ethmoidal nerve. This anterior ethmoidal artery, which originates from ophthalmic artery, and the ophthalmic artery which originates from the carotid artery, comes out from the canal and enter the anterior cranial fossa through this ethmoidal foramen. And this structure, artery, supplies blood to anterior ethmoidal cell, frontal sinus, dura mater, and nasal cavity and septum, while the ethmoidal vein drains blood from roof of upper medial and lateral wall of the nasal cavity, ethmoidal air sinus, dorsum of the nose, dura mater of anterior cranial fossa, and last, anterior ethmoidal nerve. This conveys the general sensation from mucosa of anterior and middle ethmoidal air cells. The mucosa of superior and anterior surface of both nasal septum, lateral wall, skin of dorsum ala, and apex of the nose. Now talking about the foramen of cribriform plate. You can see the foramen of cribriform plate. We can see small olfactory nerve. These olfactory nerves joins the structure known as olfactory bulb. Here, this is the olfactory bulb. Okay, this olfactory bulb joins olfactory tract, and olfactory tract conveys the olfactory information to cerebral cortex of the brain. Posterior ethmoidal foramen. Through this posterior, the structure which pass through this are posterior ethmoidal artery, vein, and nerve. This posterior ethmoidal artery originates from ophthalmic artery, and ophthalmic artery from the internal carotid, and these supply posterior ethmoidal cells, meninges, and nasal cells. Then we have this optic canal, and through this optic canal, optic nerve, which is the second cranial nerve, and ophthalmic artery passes. So here we discuss the foramen, the canals which are present in anterior cranial fossa, and the structures which are passing through anterior cranial fossa. In next lecture or next short video or short revision video, we are going to study the foramen which is present in middle cranial fossa and what are the structures which passes through middle cranial fossa. Thank you so much for being the part of this video.